Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and I am here to talk about Legends of Tomorrow. So let's start talking about this episode. Here we get to see kind of a part 2 of the 50s episode, which I'm sorry I wasn't able to review the week it came out, but I really enjoyed the episode. But here we get to see that the Wave Rider has officially left Sarah, Ray, and Kendra, and they're not returning. So Sarah is the type of person to say, hey, let's move on, and Ray's like, no, let's wait. Let's wait. And then time does move on, and Sarah's like, well, I'm gonna go. I gotta leave, you know? I'm not gonna stay here and wait. And then Ray and Kendra, they kind of build a life for themselves. Ray actually teaches the father of Bill Gates. But then the Wave Rider comes back 2 years later, and now Ray, Kendra, and the rest of the team have to find Sarah, and she's with the League of Assassins. And her mind is kind of warped now because of the time period. She's kind of forgetting her past, but the team's able to kind of talk to her and say, hey, you're the White Canary, and she's like, yeah, I am. So she remembers who she is, and the big reveal of this episode is finding out who Kronos is, which is actually Mick Heatwave, and he captures Captain Cold. Captain Cold breaks his whole entire hand, it falls off, and then it regenerates anyway, so there was no actually aftermath of that, but yeah, so we actually find out who Mick is, and now it's the team kind of debating what do we do with Mick, and I still think it is a bigger debate to do in the next couple of episodes, if he deserves a second chance after everything he's done. And now they're going to go to the future, way in the future, like 2100 and something. So that's going to be the next episode, hopefully dealing more with the Vandal Savage story. But what do I think about this story? As an Arrow fan, I really enjoyed this episode. I really like seeing Sarah in the League of Assassins, and because we actually have never seen that. Like, obviously we've heard of it, but we've never actually saw her experience within the League of Assassins. I hope on Legends of Tomorrow or another show we will get to see her past and see her growth as Sarah that was on that yacht with Oliver, and then the Sarah we know today. That's something I really want to see. So hopefully we'll get that. But it was really fun to see that. I will say that the turn of events of Sarah, you know, remembering was a little quick for me. It was very Oliver-esque. It's like, oh, I was pretending, or, you know. So I kind of wish it wasn't as quick, but I guess there wasn't a lot of time in the episode to, you know, do that pacing, I guess. But it was a lot of fun. It was fun to see, like, all the super heroics in the League of Assassins, because usually with Arrow, we're just kind of seeing, like, martial arts type action. So it's kind of cool to see, you know, Atom's suit, Firestorm. It felt very different. So it was a good combination of Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. That was a lot of fun. And then the twist with Mick, I know a lot of people were speculating about it. I honestly didn't think about it, but I thought it was a really good twist. And I'm interested to see where Mick's journey goes. I'm afraid that he will be more of this this one-note character, and I hope we get to see more of Mick and his background. And we kind of knew why he did the things he did, but I want to see more Mick. I want to see more of his, you know, what type of character he will be after this. But it was a good twist, and now it makes me want to rewatch episodes where Kronos was in and say, was that Mick? Did they know it was going to be Mick then? You know, so I want to see that. That's kind of the fun of a time travel show. And I guess the biggest thing here also is the Kendra-Ray relationship. I really like that aspect. You know, when it first was introduced, I thought it was way too forced. But now with this 2-year gap, they really made it interesting, and they made it real. And that's something I enjoyed. And it is a fun dynamic to see that Kendra is falling in love with someone that's not Destiny to fall in love with. And I'm really curious to see where that goes. So I thought that was actually a really cool way to do it in this episode, in a time travel show. So overall, I thought this is a really solid episode. Had some nice twists and turns in it, and some nice character stuff here too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Of course, I'll have a review for Legends of Tomorrow next week. Go check out the Legends of Tomorrow podcast. We're actually going to record right after this, if you want a full, in-depth conversation about this episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.